You got your boys Corey here, aka Crasher and
Cosmog!
Woo! And ladies and gentlemen, we are back with a brand new video for Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Now, before we get on to the meat of the video, we are going to start things off with some news and then give you a spoilers warning thereafter. Let's begin with the news. So we ourselves news on Cerebi that goes as follows. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl are now available to preload on Nintendo Switch consoles for digital players. With this, you can now purchase the game and download it in advance of the release date on November 19th, 2021. The game will be unplayable until then. All players who download the game from the eShop before February receive a serial code for 12 Quick Balls. The preload is 8 GB and comes automatically with the day one patch install. Well, that right there is pretty damn snazzy news, I must say. How about you, Cosmog? What are your thoughts?
I can't wait to actually preload it so we can play it and do it on stream for the viewers.
Yes, that is the plan. That is indeed the plan. I am absolutely excited for that. And it comes with the day one patch, and it's 8 GB, so that sounds pretty good. So now, ladies and gentlemen, this right here is going to be your obligatory spoilers warning, because from this point on, we will be talking about leaks. So if you do not want to be spoiled, now is the time for you to back out now, as we do not want to inadvertently spoil anyone and ruin their experience for BDSP. But for those that are staying, let's begin with the leaks. So navigating our way to Twitter, we ourselves a tweet from Kurt, aka Cafotics, and he says the following. Same as before, the latest patch still does not check Shiny Charm for anything except eggs. Maybe next patch. Lightstone statue gives you a single extra roll underground though. Now this right here was in response to a tweet that he made on November 10th that stated the following. Since this wasn't clear, Shiny Charm is not checked anywhere else in the game code besides eggs. No, wild encounters do not get boosted shiny rates once you get the Shiny Charm. Hopefully this is rectified in an upcoming patch. We will check.
I'm pretty sure that is a glitch because that hasn't worked that way in previous games. I'm banking on a hotfix being released, like say on the 19th.
Yeah, I mean, I think honestly this right here is a glitch or an oversight that is pretty much going to have an immediate fix, or at least we're hoping anyways, because especially for shiny hunters out there, and we know quite a few, if this right here was to actually be implemented where the only way the Shiny Charm works is through eggs and not wild encounters or anything like that, I'm pretty sure that's going to make a few people upset, and by a few, I'm talking about maybe a few 100,000 or even a few million, whoever plays this game, right?
Including us.
Yes, because we love them shiny Pokemon, so please fix up that Shiny Charm for us, baby. Woo! This is also something I want to add in because it's rather interesting and it should be noted. Underground spawns, along with notes on how they work since it's not a concept from the original games, and we have ourselves a paste bin link. 50% success rate for a spawn spot, and can have 2 out of 4,096 chance for shiny as previously mentioned here. To further clarify, it's at max 2 out of 4,096. No way have multiple influences. The game checks if there's any time remaining for Lightstone and does one extra if any. We'll dump the regular underground encounters later. Considerations for story progress on many encounter slots. So it sounds like to me that as of right now, the Shiny Charm odds as well as the odds that's discussed here do not stack with one another. Hopefully that can be fixed because the Shiny Charm was already kind of messed up as it was to begin with. Alright, so moving on, this right here comes from Centro Leaks. Shadow Giratina battle event at the Distortion Room. You have to defeat it to get the Grisius Orb. You can't catch it. Now, when it comes to Shadow Giratina, this Pokemon right here is like a super boss. It is level 100. This right here, oh man, I am getting them shivers big time, my guy. This is actually very, very exciting.
I love how they are actually providing a challenge post-game while still keeping the core game accessible for newer players.
Yeah. I'm actually loving this, you know what I mean? Like, at first I was really, really disappointed that they decided to forego the distortion world, but this right here actually sounds really freaking cool. I don't want to say it sounds better than the distortion world, but I have to say this right here might, keywords might, be on par with the distortion world. This actually is very, very nice.
Indeed.
Now, this right here is something that is very interesting to point out, coming from Matt on Twitter. Text dumps for BDSP indicate that transfer rules are pretty strict. Doesn't look like base game allows past-gen transfers. An interesting line here, though. It traveled across space and time to rejoin me from the Sinnoh region of old. Perhaps future Legends compatibility?
Does that mean we can't transfer Pokemon from, say, Alola or Unova or Galar over?
I don't know. I mean, the first part here, the wording sounds a little bit iffy here. It's kind of not exactly 100% clear what is meant here. But I would assume, honestly, that any Pokemon from Gens 5 and up would not be compatible with BDSP. However, there is something very interesting here that is mentioned. To quote, it traveled across space and time to rejoin me from the Sinnoh region of old. And we know that the Sinnoh region of old was known as Hisui. So maybe, just maybe, there might be some connection between BDSP and Legends Arceus in the future. That is interesting.
That's intriguing, I wonder too.
Yeah, leave your thoughts down below about that and tell us what you think. So moving on, we have ourselves this right here, and unfortunately, yeah, the 20-minute timer is back when it comes to 6 vs 6 battles for Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Why? Just tell me why.
Sure.
Yes?
What's wrong?
What do you mean, what's wrong? I'm totally fine. I mean, it's not like I'm a competitive battler or anything like that. It's not like, you know, they just completely screwed the pooch yet again when it comes to full 6v6 battles. It's not like that matters. No. Everything else is what matters. The battles? No. Yeah, why are your eyes misshapen? It's not like I'm angry or anything. It's not like I'm gonna unleash chokes.
Yeah, but I'm gonna get choked because of Ilka's actions right here.
Yeah, Ilka. Why on earth would you replicate something that many people, Sword and Shield players, did not like? 20 minutes is not a feasible time limit when it comes to 6v6 battles, unless you are like super hyper offensive. But see, here's the thing, is that the battles here, it is a craft. It is like a work of art, okay? You cannot rush that shit. You gotta make the plays. You gotta think. You gotta be like, okay, what works? What doesn't? What's gonna get my ass shredded? And what's gonna get my ass protected? But instead, we are put on a 20-minute time limit where essentially we have to rush our choices. Otherwise, the timer's gonna run out and the battle will not be complete. Yeah, sure, you might win by timer forfeit or something like that, and timer technicality, whatever the hell the term is. But the thing is, it is not a complete win. And if you guys know me personally, well, you know I don't like to win battles like that. I want a definitive winner, and I want a definitive loser. None of this timeout shit. And it seems like that when it comes to the 20-minute time limit, yeah, things when it comes to 6v6 isn't going to be very workable, in my opinion, but who knows? I really truly hope that there is a patch later on down the road that perhaps maybe will fix this injustice.
But that was Ilka, please don't choke me.
Well, I am gonna choke you now because I'm really angry.
I didn't do anything.
It's knee choke time. Okay, so I had to step outside and get some fresh air to cool myself off. I'm drinking up my amino acids, which gives me my aggressive energy. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that's actually going to be kind of a wrap-up here for this video. There wasn't exactly much in terms of numbers to go over, but the details were significant enough to share with you guys. Tell us your thoughts about this in the comments down below, please. We would love to hear you guys out on this. And that's it for the video, ladies and gentlemen. So we want to say thank you guys very much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, consider liking and subscribing, and especially commenting down below, because we love to hear you guys out. Always have. That will never ever change. Thank you guys again for watching. Have yourself a fantastic day or night, depending on your time zone, and we'll see you guys in the next one.